told as the untold. Let's welcome Charles Hall.
Do you have a secret? I bet you do. We all have one or two. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, honorable judges, and welcome guests. There I was, in the 7th grade. I was in the principal's office, and he said to me, "Charles, do you know what you did?" "No." "Well, according to a source of ours, you put a stool softener in your science teacher's coffee." I thought to myself, it was just a joke. It was an innocent prank. But they didn't get the joke, and I was suspended for 5 days. Fast forward to 8th grade. I was sitting in my social studies class, and in walked the school police officer. "Charles Hall?" "Come with me." And there I was, in a small room with the police officer. "Charles, do you know what you did?" "No." "Well, according to your bus driver, when you left the bus last Friday, you told her that you were going to burn the bus down and that she was going to die." I thought to myself, it was just a joke. I thought she could take a joke. Well, they didn't get the joke last time, and they didn't get it this time. And it was grounds for expulsion. That's right, I admit it. In front of all you guys right here, right now, I was expelled from the 8th grade. And you know what? I feel so much better. You know why? Because I told you one of my secrets. I think you guys know me a little bit better for some moments I really am not that proud of. And that helped define me. My words changed my life. And I want to illustrate this with an historical example. There's a movie called The King's Speech. It won an Oscar for Best Picture in 2010. It was about King George VI. He had a terrible stammer, or stutter as we would call it. And in the proliferation of radio, it was more important for royalty not to just look pretty and stand places and wave. They actually had to communicate with the nation and their population. But King George had a terrible stammer, and he was debilitated every time he was put in front of just his brother or his family. And him and his wife, they tried speech doctors all over the place, did not work. In comes Lionel Logue, an Australian actor and speech therapist. In the beginning, King George was like, "I just want to work on elocution, strategies and techniques, that's it, nothing else." But Lionel knew better. He had dealt with World War I veterans who were committing suicide all the time because of the horror that they experienced, the nightmarish conditions they experienced on the battlefield. And finally, Lionel was able to break through. Lionel, King George. "So, Bertie, can I call you Bertie?" "No." "Oh, sorry, Your Royal Highness. So you still have a stammer. Tell me about your boyhood." "No." "Why not?" "Breach of royal etiquette." "Oh, okay, well I guess you're going to have no voice then. You're not going to be able to talk to your nation." "Fine. When I was a little boy, my little brother, Prince John, died. And my father was so strict, he always berated me, and he repressed my natural left-handedness. And the nanny who favored my older brother all the time over me, he always picked on me, and they never cared. It took them 3 years to notice." At this moment, King George had finally opened up some of his secrets. And this was the key. He finally had his moment of truth when he had to address the nation as Britain declared war on Germany in 1939. and he gave an important speech. He managed to stutter very well. People didn't really recognize him at first. And I can relate to this story because I've had my own problems saying dumb things. My words got me kicked out of the 8th grade because of impulsivity and poor judgment. But you know what? I don't care anymore because I know talking about that and accepting it is just going to make me more confident and more powerful as a person, not just a speaker, just as a person. So you guys know who I am. And that's the big secret. It's to take off those proverbial sunglasses so that people can see you for who you are. To look into your eyes a little bit and understand, oh, that's Charles. That's Demont. That's Jen. That's Dewey. So, tell me your secrets. Mr. Toastmaster.